Hey there guys, Happy New Year. It's been quite a year last year. 2022 was crazy traveling wise. We've been pretty much all over the place, from Mexico to the UK to the US and a couple of bits over in Europe. So it has been quite busy. But today we're going to be discussing the top 5 finds of the year. And the number 5 spot is actually one of the things that came from my buddy Andy over in the UK. He set me up with this My Monster Pet. Kind of like a little derivative from the My Pet Monster series. This dude is looking awfully awesome. It's the first one I've ever found. So I was super glad to see him with the chains and everything. And apparently there's a lot more like these around. So I'm going to be on the hunt for more of these. Obviously, earlier on in the year, I did find an actual My Pet Monster. That was this dude over here. Found him for an amazing price. So yeah, My Pet Monster and My Monster Pet. The collection has started, and yeah, these things are huge. So I'm going to be running out of room pretty soon if I keep on collecting these. But they're super fun. I love this gross out 80s type of deal stuff. I think Amtoy was also behind these, and as you can see, they're pretty freaking epic. And honestly, I had a ton of fun over in the UK visiting all these toy stores over there. You can check out that full Eddie Goes to the UK series still on YouTube. There's a link to the whole playlist. Now, we didn't just visit toy stores there, we also visited a couple collections and some one of the biggest toy conventions over there. So that was still really fun. So I want to thank Empire Toys. I want to thank Mr. Dan Plastic and Andy's Toys and Models for having me over there and guiding me around, and all the other cool people I met over there in the UK. That was super fun. We should definitely try doing it again this year. Then in the number 4 spot is a newer type of toy. One that is probably handmade. Now, I've been really into art toys lately. I've been buying, you know, those cool mashup turtles that these customizers make and everything. But over in Mexico, when I was over there with Raul El Pelon and Space Comics, my buddy Ishmael, and Raldo. How could I forget Raldo? Those 3 guys guided me around over there, and at the Rock Show, one of the biggest flea markets in Mexico City that is known for their vintage toys and everything like that. We actually found a toy I was looking for. It's more of a replica, actually. And I'm talking about this thing right here. This is a Critters replica. Loved those movies back in the day. And when I saw this, I was like, wow, this thing is amazing. Look at the sculpting on the teeth in there. There is some articulation on the arms right here. He's got, you know, yeah, the cool hair. I love the sculpting. As I probably already said before, he's got a couple of feet over here. And on the bottom, you can see what he's supposed to come from. Maybe it is a bootleg, but it's a pretty darn good bootleg. I honestly can't seem to find who made this, but these are freaking awesome. And this was only $18. So I was like, that's insane. I love how cool this one looks. This is probably my favorite pickup from that trip, but that trip was insane, to say the least. Gotta head back to Belgium. Yeah, I live in Belgium. I have a full-time job. I don't do YouTube full-time or anything, and I play in bands and everything as well. So it has been quite a busy year after COVID, and one of the first things we got to do was go to a Comic-Con. Me and my buddy Matthias over here in Belgium is who I usually hunt with, and over at one of the vendors' booths, Tom's Finished Toy Treasures, he had this pot of slime, this European pot of slime, Masters of the Universe slime that you would probably piece together with the slime pit and have Beastman oozing all up underneath over there. So yeah, this thing is sealed. It's got the Hordak logo on the top, and it's still got some of that moist in there, I think. So you can still hear that it makes that sound. So there's still some slime, some goo in there. Tom gave it to me for a great deal. I've been cherishing it ever since I got it. So this was one of the first big things I bought. And yeah, it just shows you that in Belgium you can still find some cool things if you meet the right people. And then in the number 2 spot is a huge haul of TMNT stuff. This is one of them. Yeah, the big Krang box. This is just a box. Now, I've done 2 big USA trips this year. It seemed like I was there the whole time, but I've been there a total of maybe 20 days, 10 days in April, and 10 more days in October. So yeah, it was 2 trips. I loved getting to hang out with my buddies, Crocco Fabulous and NotAnotherretrochannel, Narc. It was super fun meeting all of these YouTubers I look up to, like, you know, Pixel Dan, Justice Curry. We got to meet all of those guys. We got to meet Toy Chasers, and yeah, there's still videos coming out from those trips. I know it's taking a long time, but at least, you know, content is going to be coming out still. One of the things that Narc, my buddy, was actually getting rid of was a couple of boxes like this. So I was like, hey, dude, I'd be totally into this. I have this one, so get me the box. I still remember him. I still remember the video where he found this over at Retro Madness. So I was like, this is cool. This is like full circle thing. I was like, oh, I wish I was there when he found it. But yeah, this was the box for the Android body Krang. From that same lot of things I got from Narc, I actually got the Blimp 2, just a box for it. But this thing is in pristine condition. I've actually been looking for the box for the original one. This is the Blimp 2. It's more cartoony. And yeah, talking about cartoonies, we got the Toon Cycle, which I have complete. So now I'm just going to piece together, pop in here, and have a complete thing. Yeah, USA has been insane to find stuff for my Turtles collection, and one of my favorite things I actually picked up at the last Retropalooza came from OK Chief, and it was this turtle communicator in box. So that video is still in the works. It's going to come out, but this was one of the things that I was really glad about as well. So this is definitely one of my favorite pickups. As you know, I have like this wall that has boxed TMNT vehicles, and it's been really hard last year trying to find new stuff to add on to it. Now I just got a couple more boxes and a new challenge to fit them in there. Now also in that lot of things I got from Narc was this Inhumanoids box, and this is the Granok, the Granite Leader. My first Inhumanoids in box, and he just had it lying around together with those boxes. I was like, dude, if you're getting rid of this, I want to buy it. Absolutely love this toy line, but I hardly ever see it anywhere. So Hasbro 80s toy line's got these huge monsters in it as well. Some weird ass looking action figures, but what attracts me most to it is the big monsters, the Tendril, the Metlar, and all those cool ones. So I'm definitely going to be on the hunt for those more, but I hardly ever see them. So when I saw this, I knew I needed to grab it, and once again bring it over from the US. And then there's also a couple honorable mentions in my favorite pickups of the year. 2 of these I'm gonna add in. This one was in a video not too long ago. This is Gregory Bat, Mattel's 1997 release. Just a gruesome bat. It used to have like this blood pumping function. So on the back you would be able to push this and then blood would flow through it, kind of like on a Mosquitour, a Master of the Universe Mosquitour. And one of the absolute insane finds I had online was this Super Mad Ball on card, or like in the original box. This is the Goal Eater by Matchbox, or I guess Matchbox is the way it came out in Europe. But yeah, I was actually just looking for the ball and it came with the box, so it was like, dude, I have to buy this. These were the 2 honorable mentions. And then in the number 1 spot, something I've been looking for probably like the past 10 years. It's a toy I had as a kid. It's a bootleg toy that originates from Germany, and I've been trying to find one on card. I don't think I've ever seen one, actually. I've seen it come up a couple times, and it would go for so much that was like, back then I didn't really want to buy it. So now when it popped up, I started bidding on it, and I finally got one. As you know, I'm army building these. These are these Turley gangs. These are actually Master of the Universe inspired Turtles bootlegs. These were actually created in Germany by Europlay, or is it Cinema Toys? I don't know how that changed around. And this is the first time I've ever seen one on card. The bubble over here is kind of broken, but everything is still in there, so I'm pretty glad. Like, the colors aren't faded on there. The back card is in amazing shape, so I really love that, and still unpunched, so that's a good thing. So that was definitely one of my favorite things that I found last year. This was just online, started bidding on it, won it, and yeah, then it was keeping my fingers crossed till it came in the mail. So I'm super happy adding this one to the collection. This is the #1 pickup of the year. Hopefully I can find one later on it's in even better condition, or one of the other characters, but for now I'm really glad about adding this one to the collection. So yeah guys, those were my top 5 pickups. Here's to many more pickups in this year. I know next week me and Matty and Renzo, we're going to be out hunting at a couple of stops. Some people getting rid of their collections, so hopefully we can film some stuff there and find some good finds for next year. So yeah, hopefully that will be done. I do know that we will be doing a bit more traveling this year. In April we will be going to the Chicago Toy Show. So the King County Toy Show is where me, Greco Fabulous, and Narky are going to be at. Then in June, me and Matthias are taking the airplane up to Norway, and we're heading into a toy convention over there, as well as taking the car and driving up to a place in Germany that eludes me now, but we're going to Toy Explosion in Germany at the end of August. And hopefully in between that, we will find a way to go back to the UK and maybe some more South America, if possible. So there's another USA trip in there. Definitely we'll do another UK trip, and hopefully we can make it down into a couple more countries in Europe. That would be amazing. Now there's also a couple of pickups I wanted to show you in this video, some things that came in the mail. And the first thing, I'll just grab the first thing I have over here, was actually this mail away thing when you joined the Action Force fan club. So this is the Action Force International Heroes fan club pack. So what do you really have in here? Over here you have a couple of ID cards. You have a note block. You got some pens over here. Pretty much is like a game that you can play. And over here we have our membership card for the Action Force. And it does come with a couple of file cards for Airtight, Snake Eyes, Bazooka, and Alpine. I kind of just saw this pop up on eBay. I was like, hey, I kind of want that. I was looking for a Turtle Force fan club pack, but Action Force is also pretty awesome. Talking about turtles, I bought another Toy Fair catalog. This one is the 1997 Passport to Play. Yeah, what do we have in here? In here we have girl stuff, we have game stuff, and we have boy stuff. We got Star Trek, Space Jam, Looney Tunes, Zorro, Primal Rage, and Ninja Turtles. Here's all those cool Primal Rage ones. And this is the year they went over from the original Ninja Turtles into the next mutations. So I guess over here is some of those like super expensive ones, like the dinosaur turtles, the stretch ones, and then over here like the first next mutation ones. The next mutation, yeah, with that Venus that didn't have the blue colors yet, or the light blue colors. She went through a little bit of changes, but most of the stuff in here did eventually come out for the next mutation in there. There we go. Another Toy Fair catalog scratched off the list. On to more. Then I also have this Toy Collector magazine finally in my possession. This is done by Blake Wright, the same guy who does the Toys That Time Forgot books, and they have super awesome stuff in here, like Toxic Crusader stuff. In this one, there's some new turtle stuff in here, news about new toys coming out, digging deeper into the old ones, just really good stuff, honestly. So yeah, check it out, Toy Collector, if you haven't already. Then also got a package in the mail with an art toy, so thanks for sending it in. This is an art toy from Hooligan City. So pretty cool. Let's take a look. Hooligan City. Not intended for kids, but more for toys. 10 years creeping. And here is a little care pack with some fun stuff. You got some cool stickers with the character on there. Ooh, got some Power Rangers trading cards and one of these tech decks. Wow, awesome. Yeah, lots of awesome stickers in here. I love this one. Creep like that. Ooh, here we have some pins. Let's check out this action figure. Okie dokie. Wow. Oh man. Check this one out. Here we go. We got 3 points of articulation on this dude right here. He's looking pretty neat. Not too heavy. He's got like a squid arm on one side. And they also drew in some goofy gooey like this. So I guess we're supposed to slime him as well. This one's looking cool, and I think he has a glow-in-the-dark function. Maybe. So yeah, he does glow in the dark. Looking awfully cool. I'll leave some links down below so you can find him for yourself. And maybe you can get your hands on one of these cool looking dudes. And now lastly, one of the things I do collect for is Mad Magazine and Turtles. So what better combination than to find the issues for Mad Magazine and Turtles. But wait, it's cracked. These are the cracked issues that feature Turtles in there. So these are basically like satire comics, and yeah, they're just making fun of Turtles, honestly, and Dick Tracy and Batman and everything like that. So yeah, these are always fun. I kind of like anything that has Turtles on it. I kind of want to collect for, so that's why I picked up those. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this little episode. I'm still in holiday mode, honestly, but starting from next week we will be back putting out videos, so be sure to subscribe for more 80s and 90s toy content. There will be toy hunts, there will be toy hunt travels going on, and I'll be doing a bigger effort to putting out more toy history videos. So yeah, stay tuned, stay subscribed. Please leave a comment down below on what your top 3 pickups were in 2022, and I will see you in the next video. See you later. Bye.